What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to take a look and listen to former President Trump. He's going to be talking about Social Security. And I think he said that he is okay with cutting Social Security. I'm going to show you guys a clip. We'll talk about it, and you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification, clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. Just a reminder, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Threads, you can at the TEC Show Live. Okay, so I wanted to get this video out, but I will be doing a video on inflation. So I'll do a video on inflation. We have the CPI score coming out today, so I want to follow up and let you guys know what the CPI score was. And then we're going to look at food and how the cost of food for February. So that's what we'll focus on in a later video. But I want to show you guys this. You guys let me know what you think, and we'll talk about it on the other end. Here we go.
One thing that I think that at least the perception is that there's not a whole lot of difference between what you think we should do with entitlements or non-discretionary spending and what President Biden is proposing. It's almost the third rail of politics. And we've got a $34 trillion total debt built up, and very little we can do in terms of cutting spending. Discretionary is not going to help. Have you changed your outlook on how to handle entitlements, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, Mr. President? It seems like something has to be done, or else we're going to be stuck at 120% of debt to GDP forever.
So first of all, there is a lot you can do in terms of entitlements, in terms of cutting, and in terms of also the theft and the bad management of entitlements, tremendous bad management of entitlements. There's tremendous amounts of things, numbers of things you can do. So I don't, necessarily agree with the statement. I know that they're going to end up weakening Social Security because the country is weak. I mean, take a look at outside of the stock market, what we're going through hell. People are going through hell. They have, and I believe the number is 50%. They say 32 and 33%. I believe we have a cumulative inflation of over 50%. That means people are, they have to make more than 50% more over a fairly short period of time to stay up. They've gotten routed. The middle class in our country has been routed. And the middle class largely built our country. And they have been treated very, very badly with policy. When I was president, I was doing a job. We were going to start to pay off debt. We would drill, baby, drill. We were producing oil, but we were going at a much higher level, oil and gas. We were doing, we were third when I started. And when I ended, we were one by a long shot, and we were very close. We were energy independent. We were very close to becoming energy dominant, Joe. We were going to be dominant, so dominant, like double what Saudi Arabia and Russia were doing. And we were on that path. We were going to be paying down debt. We were doing a lot of things, and then we got hit with COVID. We did a fantastic job with COVID, but nobody wins with COVID. I guess China found that out because they ultimately got hit very hard also, but nobody wins with COVID. And so we had to do other things. We had to help, if I didn't do the expenditures, if we didn't do the kinds of things we did for the economy, we would have had a 1929 type depression. And I had to stay out in front of it. And we did. We did a great job on that. And we did with all of the things, coming up with Regeneron and doing so much else, getting all, because, we had empty, when I came in, we had empty, I call them empty cupboards. We had empty shelves. We didn't have equipment. We didn't have the gowns. We didn't have the ventilators. We didn't have anything. This country wasn't prepared for a thing like that. And I'm not even blaming anybody in that because, when it came, nobody thought a pandemic would ever happen again. It sounds like an ancient problem, not a problem that you'd have in, at the time, a very modern age. It was like an ancient thing. Who would ever? So I'm not blaming anybody for that. But we had empty cupboards, and I got them stocked, and I got them stocked fast. And we did a great job with it. Never got credit. I got credit for the greatest economy. I got credit for foreign policy. I got credit for knocking out ISIS and not going into wars.
Right.
But we beat ISIS. but I never got the credit for having done a great job with that.
Mr. President,
someday, I think history will give us the credit.
Okay, so there was former President Trump. Now, you noticed they asked him the question about Social Security and Medicare, and he went off. He addressed the question, so he did say that he is open to cutting Social Security and Medicare, and then cutting wasteful spending. I don't know exactly where he was going with the wasteful spending as far as the fraudulent money being spent. I don't know. He didn't go into any details when it came to that, but he is open to cutting Social Security. Now, I'm going to do a separate video because the interviewer, when he asked him the question, I want to do a video just on the question that he asked, because you have people that are talking about this. Economists are talking about this. Lawmakers are talking about this as well when it comes to Social Security, and they always try to tie Social Security to our national debt. And that's wrong. They shouldn't be doing that. So I'm going to do a separate video. I'll show you an illustration, and we'll go over exactly where that money is coming from when it comes to Social Security, as opposed to the money that is our discretionary spending that he was talking about. But nonetheless, former President Trump is now, I guess, open to cutting Social Security. Now, he said in the past that he would never cut Social Security. But now, being asked this question, he's saying, there are different things that we can do. There are a lot of different things that we can do. And so we'll have to see how this develops in the future, if he will backpedal from this or say, well, no, that's not what I meant. I meant this. I wish politicians would just come out and say, look, I'm in favor of this proposal, or I'm in favor of this proposal. Then we would know where they stand. But a lot of times when we're asking them this question, and it's basically who asks the question. If someone asks the question about cutting, then former President Trump saying, yeah, I'm open to cutting. And then if someone else asks him a question about, you don't want to cut Social Security, do you? No, we're not cutting Social Security. We're not cutting Medicare. And he said that in the recent past, he talked about that. But now it looks like he's changing his tune. So this is something, I always say this, know who you're voting for. And if you're okay with that, if you are currently retired, you're receiving Social Security benefits, and you're okay with potentially having your Social Security benefits cut, so that could be what you get if you vote for the wrong person. Now, when it comes down to legislation, it's more important for us to know what the legislators think. So what the representatives think and what the senators think, because they're the ones that are going to draft up these proposals and actually move them through Congress. The president is only going to be able to sign off on it or veto it at the very end. And so let's just say former President Trump becomes president again. And let's say Republicans control the House and the Senate. And they're able to move a bill through the House and the Senate that has cuts to Social Security and they raise the full retirement age. And it gets to the president's desk. He could sign off on it. He doesn't have to veto it. He's already indicated now that he's okay with making cuts to Social Security. And so these are the things that we need to pay attention to. And that's why I put these videos out every day. And I'm showing you guys the different viewpoints of these different lawmakers and people running for president, all that, because it matters. It's very important. And one more thing, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Sentinook. I think it's Sentinook. He is the one that actually sent me this video clip. Now, if you guys have video clips that you want to send me, you can email them to me. I'll have my email right here. You can email them to me. You can hit me up on Instagram at Travel Explore Click. You can send me a message there as well. And I'll take a look at the videos that you guys sent. And he sent a very good video. And this is perfect because I wanted to talk about this topic. And I already heard Biden. Biden already responded to this saying that former President Trump wants to cut Social Security. He already did it in a speech. And so we're going to start hearing more about how they want to move forward when it comes to Social Security. And when I talk about them, I'm talking about the people running for president as well as the people running the House and the Senate. They're going to start letting us know, okay, yeah, we support this, we don't support that. And when it comes to Social Security, yes, it's a very touchy topic because you have lawmakers that don't want to come out and say they want to cut Social Security. That's why I was surprised to hear former President Trump say that, actually mention cutting Social Security, because this is something he hasn't said in the past. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that former President Trump wants to cut Social Security? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more. and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.